What's up, world?
Hello, world.
Alright, so we came to do a video on the word responsibility. We're going to start by breaking that word down. You got response and you got ability, which means that you have the ability to control how you respond to certain situations. Any external stimuli coming through your sensory systems or any internal feelings you have the ability to control how you respond to these things.
Yeah, so I know a lot of us, we get into situations that sometimes we don't expect, or we feel certain ways that just come about, and we have to know that we have the ability to keep thinking these thoughts or stop thinking these thoughts, just so you're able to control how you respond. So a lot of things may make us angry. Something you might have an automatic response to, being like angry or fearful or scared. So this automatic response goes off, but once you have that response, maybe you yell, or maybe you get this feeling rushing throughout your body and you feel it and it feels uncomfortable. You have the ability to either keep thinking that or respond in a negative way to that, or you can take that in and say, okay, and respond positively, or without these anger, without these emotions that's stuck into the situation.
I mean, just from some of my own personal experiences, I'm sure many of you have experienced the same thing. You're on your way to work or something, right? And you're a little late, so you speed. And then the police pull you over, and you're like, damn, now I got a ticket, And maybe you ain't got no money to even pay your bills this month, let alone pay a ticket. You know what I'm saying? So you're aggressive, you're angry, all these things. When the cop comes up, and the way that your energy is projected onto him, maybe you escalate the situation more than it needs to be. Maybe he could have just gave you a ticket and you kept on moving. But because you were in your emotions and you're responding to the situation, hostile or whatever, now it's turned into something totally different. And now maybe you out your car on the ground getting arrested. Who knows? Okay? So, learn from my experiences, and I'm trying to tell you, just be calm in every situation, because everything is for the betterment of you. Maybe that cop pulled you over because if you would have kept going without him pulling you over, maybe an accident would have been ahead or anything. Think about the positivity in all these situations.
Or like for another, maybe like you have some anxiety or some type of depression, or maybe you just think something that truly makes you sad. You have the responsibility, so you have the ability to respond to that. You can keep thinking these thoughts. You can shy away from these thoughts and say, like, start building your ideas and your thoughts with something more happier, something that makes you feel better. Or you can give in and let yourself think about those thoughts, and maybe just not respond. Maybe not get so emotionally intact with those thoughts, and kind of let them come and go. And so it's all about just maybe having that automatic response, but then being mindful of how you're going to respond, being mindful if you're going to continue to think these thoughts, and be mindful of how you're going to switch the situation around to make you feel better. Or
An example of that might be like you in a relationship with somebody and you think it's going good, and then that person dumps you, right? And you're like, oh, why can I never find a good relationship? Why can't I be happy? Like, that's a depressed thought. That's like a state of negativity that you shouldn't have. Instead, see the situation like the universe is just clearing my space for something better to come. Stop saying, why me? Why me? Like, the universe is always just trying to teach you the lessons that your soul needs to receive this lifetime. Everything is for the betterment of you, no matter how you want to perceive it. So we're trying to help you by attracting more positivity. You have to think positive. Okay, the way I see thoughts are like messages that you're sending to the universe, sending to your higher self. You asking yourself, whatever you're thinking, science calls it the field, okay? I call it the universe. You're going to push it out there, it's going to come back to you tenfold. So if you're always thinking positive thoughts, oh man, it's raining today, but the trees need rain. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're thinking like, oh, my hair is gonna get wet, now you're thinking negative, so all you're gonna get is negativity coming back onto you. You feel me? You have to think positive all the time, no matter the situation. This is how you become your higher self.
And you gotta remember that everything is always in your control. You know what I'm saying? So if something happens to you, the way you respond will essentially make up how that situation goes. So like you say, you get pulled over, your response can ultimately make up how that situation is going to end. So like you said, if you're being hostile, like, it's going to end up bad for you. If you say, you know what, I was speeding, whatever, give me my ticket, thank you very much, thanks for doing your job,
Right.
then, you know, maybe you can go about your day and, you know, and it's nothing. It's not a big situation, you know. So like just always remember that you truly have control over everything that happens in your life. Like no matter if unexpected situations come into your life, or somebody passes, or like you say, you break up, or all these things, like you gotta know that you're in total control. Like and the universe is always working in your favor. So always trust that and trust yourself to make things go the way you want them to go.
Yeah, be positive. Because this is a key. And I know it sounds simple, but it's harder to master, you know? Like, always think positive because you are what you're going to attract. So if you're negative, you're going to attract nothing but negativity. Even if it doesn't come in the form of a negative thought, it might be a place, a person, a situation. So always be positive, and this is what you'll get back. I'm telling y'all through experience, like, think positive thoughts and you'll get that.
Like even with our Mexico thing, like things that happen to you, you know, like of course our initial thought was what is going on, why, you know, but then we turn it around and say it's all right. We get to our destination, it doesn't matter. This is great.
Right.
You know, we're still on our journey. Like you gotta take it how it comes and just know that, you know, that it's all gonna work out.
Yeah, like if them Mexican cops never would have stopped us, they never would have directed us to a different Guatemala border. And we needed to go to a certain border because we never had the stamp without any issues. So even though, yeah, we felt like they taking our money, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, it was really for the betterment of us. And what is money anyway but an energy exchange? Like, it doesn't matter.
And our response was just, you know, it was like, we know we did this, you know, but please let us through, you know. Like, I know we did wrong, you know, it wasn't our intention, but, you know, we responded positively to that, like, and we got through. So.
And it's not the end of the world. A year later, we're still here. It doesn't matter. So, you know, just stay positive, man. That's all I can say. Stay positive. Consciously do it. And like she said, even if your initial reaction is still like a negative thought, be aware of that. Be mindful. Like, okay, I'm tuning in to a negative thought, so I must like get out of this thought, because we're human, you know, we're all emotions, from anger to fear to happiness to love, we're all of it. So it's normal that you might come into these things as you're trying to master yourself. But if you feel angry, be aware, I'm angry. My body's tensing up. My jaws are clenching. My forehead's frowning. You know, be aware of these things so you can say, okay, let me take a breath. I'm not an angry person. I'm not going to be fearful. I'm just going to relax because everything is going to be cool. And you do this, your life will turn out for the best. Real talk. Anything else, boo?
So just listen to your body. Listen to that reaction that's going on in there, and always just continue with thoughts that make you feel good and not bad. For those that make you feel bad, switch that around. You know, you're a converter. Convert that energy. Turn it around. Turn it to positive, and, you know, and keep on.
Because emotions are chemicals that's flowing through your blood. It's been scientifically proven. Like, once that emotion, like, it can release through your blood, and you have the choice then. Do I want to keep tuning into this, or do I want to move on to something else? So, you know, choose wisely. Choose positive. Choose love.
Peace and love.
Peace.